If you could prevent every war and every heartbreak by deleting every poem ever written, would you reach for the delete key? How does it feel to hear that the savage is the only one in the room who truly understands what it means to be free, even if that freedom leads to a violent end? If the cost of a perfect world is the exile of its most brilliant minds to a lonely island, is that island actually the only place where humanity survives? Can a society be called successful if its greatest achievements are its most carefully guarded secrets? If you were Mustafa Morn, would you feel like a savior protecting a nursery, or like a jailer guarding a cemetery of ideas? How do you react when you realize that happiness in this world is just the absence of friction, and that without friction, nothing can ever grow? If the world state is the end of history, is there any point in being a person who wants to make a mark on the world? Does the fact that Morn himself was once a rebel make him a hypocrite, or a man who has learned the hardest lesson of all? If you were standing in that office, would you argue for your right to be unhappy, or would you be tempted by the comfort of the cage? If you were told that you could live forever in a state of youthful bliss, but you would never again feel the presence of something greater than yourself, would you feel like a god, or like an orphan of the universe? How does it feel to hear a man argue that God is only necessary when life is hard, and that a perfect society has essentially fired the Creator?